Alright, people, I just wanted to do a short equipment update, or just wanted to tell you what I'm basically using for those of you who are interested. So my primary weapon of choice is the Ibanez 7-string multi-scale iron fret label, I think, with EMGs, pickups, active pickups, and yeah, it's actually, I went to Music Messe in Frankfurt, Germany in 2016, and I totally fell in love with the idea of multi-scale and fret guitars. So, well, that's what I'm basically using. And just a shout out to the people, I'm not sponsored in any way by the guitar company Ibanez or something, so I just bought this guitar and I'm very happy with it. I have it for almost 3 years now and I don't want to give it away anymore. I'm just so super happy with it. And yeah, I also used Schecter guitars, the 7-string version, for instance, and also I do have 2 Jackson Dinkies for 6-string guitar stuff and yeah, tuning setup. So, well, if I just want to do something real quick, I just grab my Jackson Dinky, one of them, and play something in D standard, which is a whole step down, def, for instance, or for drop C tuning, or even C standard tuning, like immolation. And yeah, but actually I even don't do that anymore, because with this guitar I can basically do anything that I want. And yeah, if I want to play something in standard tuning, no problem, and just the addition of the top B string, for instance, is no problem with me. So yeah, just check out some Necrophagus stuff and Obscura, and also Morbid Angel, where there are, for instance, Obscura, were tuned to D, and then they introduced 7-string guitars. Well, not introduced, but they started to use them, and well, they are just tuned to A, which is a whole step down, so you can just play either of the old stuff and also the new stuff, and the same goes, for example, Morbid Angel. They're tuned a half step down, so it's E flat or D sharp in Europe, for instance, and yeah, you can basically achieve anything with it. Also Nevermore, the same thing. Jeff Loomis, half step down. Some things are in drop C sharp or drop D flat, however you want to approach it. And for me, for instance, I'm using this guitar tuned to G sharp or A flat, so it's 3 steps down. So on a regular guitar it would be D flat or C sharp, and on this it's G sharp or A flat. So this is the most common tuning that I use, and like I said before, it's no problem for me just tuning a half step up, and I'm ready to go and record something in A tuning, or even a whole step up and go to B flat or A sharp, and just can shred like Loomis. But well, I wish I could shred like Loomis, but just for rhythm stuff. So yeah, so for me, C sharp or G sharp is basically the ultimate tuning, because you can achieve anything with it. And I can also drop the bottom string down to F sharp, and I can play some Rivers of Nile with it, for example, or I can even drop it down a half step further and I can play Meshuggah, no problem. And yeah, so well, that's okay. so this is obviously now tuned to drop C sharp because, well, I tried some new stuff out, so excuse me if it's not properly in tune, but yeah, so this is what I'm using for electric guitars, and I'm also using for acoustic stuff. Well, just grab it real quick. I'm using also an Ibanez guitar, and woohoo! It's again a multi-scale. So as you can clearly see, I'm very much into the whole idea of multi-scale and fan fret guitars, and this one is just like really perfect. I love it, and yeah, those are basically my two prime instruments. I mean, I also have some other electric guitars and acoustic guitars and stuff like that, but if I ever want to record something acoustically, I use this very guitar, because it's just I just love it. Let me tune it to drop C sharp real quick. It also has an integrated tuner, so if you're ever on stage and want to some issues with the high string. Let's just check it real quick. So yeah, as you can hear by now, I use the Phrygian scale a lot, the Phrygian dominant scale, but to be honest, to be perfectly honest, I prefer the Lydian scale. It's just one of my favorite scales. It's just so powerful and melodic, and yeah, so do go and check out some of Steve Vai or Joe Satriani, or even Dream Theater, John Petrucci, and even, for instance, Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, On Demand, which is in Lydian, and it's just so beautiful. It's really, well, yeah, just check it out for yourselves. It's really beautiful scale, and yeah, you can almost do anything with it. So yeah, so let's just play a little. Did any one of you recognize that? Well, I can say it. It's a drop C sharp, so we have some Nevermore going on. And this is probably from one of the greatest songs they've ever written, and it's, well, you know it. I'm playing it a little bit differently, but for instance, but I'm a great admirer of all of his guitar work. And yeah, let's just mess around with some Phrygian. Mr. Carpenter from Deftones, and yeah, Be Quiet and Drive. Just a little acoustic rendition, not played very accurately, but it does the job. And yeah, also go and check out Andy James' Sacred Mother Tongue, because most of his stuff is basically in this tuning. It's a half step down, so it's E flat, and then you have a drop tuning above on it, so it's drop D flat or drop C sharp, however you want to put it, and you can do so many great things about it, and it's just so beautiful. But let's just retune it real quick, so let's just put it to E flat. Okay, it doesn't work like this. Now we're good to go. So yeah, half step down is probably the best guitar tuning ever. Just check out Slash's stuff from Guns N' Roses, and yeah, also if you want some more technical jazz, progressive metal, Revocation. It's also the same tuning like Morbid Angel or Nevermore. So it's a half step down, so you have a drop. You have a A sharp on the very bottom, or you do have a B flat string, however you want to approach it. And you can do almost anything with this guitar tuning. It's just so powerful. Listen to Slayer. They've done basically most and almost 95% of their songs in this tuning. Of course, God Hates Us All was in C sharp, which is 3 whole steps down, and they also used some drop B tuning, like Origin for instance. And yeah, it's just great tuning, and yeah, what is there more to say? Just check this out real quick. For example, or Alice Machines is like one of the best bands out there, and yeah, Jerry Cantrell is like one of the best musicians out there, but also he's a human, so he's not, you know, he's an easygoing person, and that's what I like most about him. And all his guitar work, even with Danzig or his solo tracks or things that he's done with Ozzy Osbourne or something like this, it's just amazing. This guy can basically play anything, and he's super talented. And well, just listen to Facelift from 1990, which is, well, almost 30 years ago. So, and yeah, this guy was basically, I think, born a musician. And go also check out their most recent album, and in my opinion their ultimate masterpiece, Dirt, from 1992, with the standout track for me, for instance, Down in a Hole, or Rooster, and even Wood. I mean, just the whole album is amazing. And yeah, and if you like it a little bit more intricate, go check out their album from 10 years ago, 2009, Black Gives Way to Blue. It's just the perfect album. I mean, yeah, there's nothing more to add to this, because it's so great in so many levels. The same Devil Put Dinosaurs here with tracks like Hollow or Stone, and the very best track, Hung on a Hook. I just love their mixture of heavy metal guitar riffs and also acoustic stuff. And yeah, Unplugged is by far, I think, the most and the best Unplugged concert there ever was and ever will be. And yeah, but at least that's my opinion. Please feel free to have your own. I mean, it's a free country, so it's freedom of speech. And always remember, gustibus non est disputandum and sum cuique. So yeah, everything is fine. And yeah, that was just a quick check, a quick update. And when it comes to amplifiers, I'm using Bugara right now, but mainly in the rehearsal room. But other than that, I do basically all of my stuff at the home studio with Amplitube, or yeah, basically Amplitube is just the way to go. And also as DAW, digital audio working station, I use Fruity Loops quite frequently. And yeah, I mean, I've been using Guitar Pro since the version 5, so that was a long time ago. And yeah, Guitar Pro 5, 6, 7, whenever it comes to transcription or doing something MIDI or something like that. So yeah, that's basically what I have. For the interface, I'm using a very old one, I know, but I don't need anything else. It's a Line 6 USB Toneport UX2, I think, so you can put in 2 guitar signals at once. And yeah, it's just an interface. I mean, of course you can buy a Focusrite Scarlett and something like this, which of course is great. But for me right now, I actually don't need this, but I'm very eager to check it out. A friend of mine has one, and I'm thinking to buy myself one of their higher models, which is like the Focus Scarlett, something about in the range of, I don't know, 500 to 600 euros, which is like such a big interface. And you can do mostly anything with it, and it's just so great. And yeah, also go check out all of the things from Toontrack. I mean, EC Drummer, Drum Kit from Hell, from Thomas Hake, from Meshuggah, and also their packages and expansions with like Ola Englund or Devin Townsend or Adam Dudkiewicz from Killswitch Engage, and they're just doing so many great things. And Superior Drummer 3 was like the next step. It was like I just checked it out like a trial version or something, because if you want to have the whole version, you need a SSD, a very fast one. I would suggest an Samsung Evo Plus 970 or something, because the whole library has about 220 to 230 gigabytes. So it's just so amazing. And yeah, Metal Machine expansion, and the thing that they've done with Chris Adler, for example, and it's just so great. The variety of all their products is just state of the art, and everyone that I know, if he doesn't have at least one Faust T instrument, which isn't EC drummer or Superior Drummer one, then he basically lived under the rock, because those are top of the line products. And yeah, it just makes the whole process of writing easier. For me, for instance, I'm a guitar bass guitar. I'm a guitar player and also bass player, and I do play a little bit of drums. But when it comes to, like, you have a riff and you just want to write like a pattern or something, you just pop up EC Drummer or something, and you can work very efficiently with it, and just don't mess around with technical stuff, because you have to be in the mood. Whenever an idea comes up, you have to grab your instrument, and don't want to waste your time by, you know, setting things up and stuff like that, because it's too a mood killer, and all of a sudden the idea is gone. So no. Yeah, and this is basically what I'm using. And yeah, when it comes to guitar picks, for the right hand, I'm using Dunlop Tortex 1.14 millimeters, 1.14 centimeters, which were recommended to me by the guitarist of Vomitory, and they're just amazing. It's the best grip out there, possibly. And yeah, just 1.14 is the way to go. And yeah, I think there's nothing more to add. You have some noise gates, and of course I'm using a Boss guitar tuner for live settings and stuff like that. And I'm also using a Digitech RP500. But right now, currently, I'm just using like a floor tuner, the one that I mentioned before, and just a noise gate from Behringer, and that's basically what I need. Then I just plug it into my Bugera amplifier, or whichever amplifier I'm currently trying out, Orange or Angle or something like this. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm currently thinking about getting myself a massive boogie dual or triple rectifier, or maybe even a camper. But well, this is always a question of money. So right now I'm basically good to go with anything that I want in any project that I'm currently working on. So you just have to know how to tweak it in the post-processing to make it sound good. So yeah, that was it. And yeah, stay tuned for more updates. And of course, I know it's the same procedure, and well, everyone tells you this, but I'm pretty new, so please, please feel free and do subscribe to my channel if you want to be up to date with anything that has to do with music, guitars, metal, death metal, technical death metal, movies, books, psychoanalysis. I'm very open-minded, and yeah. So thanks for watching, and hope to see guys very soon. So take care, folks. Bye bye.